Dear sons and daughters of planet Earth, I am Sananda. It is with great joy and great gratitude that I come to you once again. At this moment the rhetoric is always the same, there is no need to change it. The time is to pay attention within, to pay attention to your journey, to your moment. This is not the time to believe or stop believing in what is said in your external world. The time is to look inside, to see yourself fully and truly. There can be no judgment, there can be no criticism for every step taken by your soul or by yourself. Does anyone criticize, judge, a baby when he starts to discover the world and touches where he shouldn't? No, you just teach him not to touch there anymore. So always see yourselves as babies, who make mistakes, do what they shouldn't, do wrong things. But the great thing is that you realize, since you are not actually babies, that attitude, that thought, that gesture was not good, neither for you nor for the whole. Understand, a soul's journey towards evolution does not just consist of believing that it will evolve. The journey consists of learning, transmuting and understanding the entire journey. Every moment of your soul's life, whether on this planet or any other, corresponded to an era, a time, where customs and habits have nothing to do with today. So, how can you want to judge your souls, for a time that you, with your current consciousness, will never understand what it was like? The energy that reigned at the moment? What was being done across the planet? So why the trial? And I say more, many of the things you learned, this is wrong. This cannot. This God punishes. This is not allowed within his belief, and so on. Many things were not created by God, they were created by men. First with the intention of moving you further and further away from that loving and powerful Father or Mother God, because the more you felt fear, awe and bowed to this God, who punished, who tormented you, the more you would be saved. Where exactly it is the opposite, there is no fear, there is no fear, there is no punishment. There never was from Father or Mother God. So you judge yourself to this day, for things that shouldn't be judged. But the great moment is now, it is the awareness, the discernment that each of you has in this moment, to live it fully. Living in this third dimension world is not an easy task, it is not a task that anyone can accomplish and come out on the other side, exactly the same as they came in. Impossible. Lessons, learning, free will are part of this dimension. And it causes all sorts of imbalances in yourselves, mainly due to your separation from the source. You have separated yourself from source. They started to believe that they are worms, they are useless, they are inferior, sinful, dirty, and that God the Father or Mother would never love them, without judgment. So I tell you, there is no judgment. Every action practiced by every soul on this planet, whether in the era it was in, was a lesson to be learned along the way or not yet learned, it doesn't matter, it's a lesson. And each of you has the competence and ability to realize these lessons. Many still don't understand, why? Because the ego is still screaming very loudly. When you calm your ego, take away its strength, in telling you that you are always right, you will begin to see the lessons. Because they are there in front of you, but you don't see them, because the ego won't let you. I have nothing to improve, I'm wonderful, I'm perfect. So says the ego. And you embark on this canoe, trusting that it will take you very far. But I tell you, the canoe has a hole, and in a while, depending on the size of the hole, you will sink. And then, you will have to solve the problem of how to get out of that place, because it was your ego that took you there. And now, how to get out? At this point, at this moment, you will have to stop and think about the solution. And you will learn to be more careful in the canoe you take to board. My brothers, the time is for interiorization. Don't pay attention to what happens outside. How is the rest of the world? Interests you? Will the rest of the world help you fulfill your lessons? How is Gaia? Will what happens to Gaia help you fulfill your lessons? What happens to my friends, to others? What happens to your friends and others will help you on your journey of evolution? I answer no to all questions, because it is exactly you looking inside, searching within yourself for what needs to be healed and improved, that will make you evolve, not your surroundings. So, why worry about the surroundings? The only goal of every soul on this planet right now is to look at themselves. It's about seeing what still needs to be improved, what still needs to be effectively done, so that that journey is faster and more productive. Do you know what you need to do? Have you ever asked yourselves, where do you still need to improve? At what points are you still slipping, without literally learning your lesson? So I tell you, the time is now to discover these points. It's not about looking outside, is to look inside. Forget the world outside, because everything that happens around you will reach you according to your vibration. So if you vibrate worry about what is out there, you are not vibrating properly, and you will attract exactly the same frequency as what you will be vibrating, which deep down is just one thing: fear. Now if you ignore your surroundings, if you start to perceive yourself internally, you will be vibrating just that. And the surroundings will not be able to reach you, because you are vibrating high, you are vibrating love, you are vibrating love for yourself, treating yourself, taking care of yourself. And this love, however selfish it may seem, is full of light, and for a love filled with light, this light expands to those around you. So realize that in addition to helping yourself, you help those around you. But if you start paying attention to the whole, to the outside, you will not vibrate this light, neither for yourself nor for those around you. So forget the outside world. The time is for everyone to find their paths, to find their pillars of support, to increase those pillars of light more and more, so that they can be immense and emanators of light. Forget the world outside, you will still hear a lot. And things I'm going to say won't be easy to hear. And will you fear, will you be afraid, that everything we said was true? You will doubt. So why worry about the surroundings? The environment will not help you in your evolution, on the contrary, the environment is doing everything to hinder you. So the time is to look inside, the time is to self-analyze and heal whatever it is that is not yet good on your journey, without the ego interfering, accepting your own mistakes, accepting that you have always been beings who tried to hit, and trying to get it right, they got it wrong. But today, at this moment, you have the privilege of having an expanded consciousness and being able to understand, being able to look at each problem head on and see the solution and change yourself. Forget the world outside. If you think that a lot of what is being said is shaking you, wait for the next few days. Now it is a choice for each of you, to vibrate with the energy that is being emanated by the whole, or to continue vibrating your energy, continue vibrating your walk, regardless of the surroundings. Because rest assured, if you are vibrating high, that environment will never reach you, because its vibration is very low. News, conflicts, illnesses have an extremely low vibration. So if you vibrate high, if you know yourself, if you heal yourself, you will never attract this vibration. Now, if you stop to listen to what your surroundings have to say to you, you will equip yourself with their vibration, you begin to vibrate what he is emanating. So it's everyone's choice. Do you want to emanate what comes from the surroundings, or do you want to worry about yourself? Think about it. Think that you can reach places you can't even imagine, but to do so you have to free yourself from your surroundings. Only that. No magic or much wisdom is needed. You just need to focus on what you actually want.